All right, this is part 2 of the Diddler. I'm gonna go over where all of this started from, okay? So, a lot of people are speculating that the downfall of Diddy started with his falling out with Diego, one of his employees, to be frank. So a lot of people were under the impression that Diddy owned Ciroc, Diddy owned Diego, Diddy owned De Leon, all of these other liquor companies, right? That he had up under his belt. People were under the impression that he owned those. But in fact, he was just a highly paid employee, just like Jay-Z with the NFL, with Ace of Spade, with Duce. They're just high-paid employees. The thing is with these multi-million-dollar or billion-dollar companies, they use the black community as a billboard, or they use hip-hop as a billboard to sponsor their products, cut these artists a check, and then go on about their way and recoup the benefits of black people coming to buy their liquor, because they understand that black people like to drink, we like to smoke, we like to party, just like everybody else, right? So the downfall really started with the Diego situation, okay? Long story short, Diddy was in a partnership with Diego from 2007 to 2022. Diddy ultimately wanted Diego to sponsor another liquor that he started. Diego didn't want no parts of it, and they ended up falling out, right? But this was a long time coming from what people were saying, because they feel like Diddy was getting a little too big for his britches, and Diddy started talking that pro-black speech. He has been documented on several occasions talking about that pro-black shit after he became a billionaire. Because what people don't know is that Diddy only became a billionaire because of his liquor companies, okay? Because of his liquor endeavors. That's the only reason why he became a billionaire. That's the only reason why he was able to buy Revolt and start Revolt. So going back to what I was saying, a lot of people are speculating that the old money, or the people that's been rich for a very long time, didn't like how Diddy was moving. It was reminding them a lot of Bill Cosby, right? So he was under a microscope, because now he started talking about building up the black community. He started talking that pro-black shit. So once he brought the liquor that he wanted to promote to Diego, and they denied him, that's when he filed his lawsuit against them, calling them racist, all of this other stuff, seeking a payment. They ended up settling out of court, if I'm not mistaken, or they settled the lawsuit or whatever. But that's when shit got tricky. All of a sudden, Cassie pops up, right? Files her case against him. He settles out of court. The next thing you know, once he settles that case, the floodgates open to his most recent case, Little Rob, who sat there and echoed the same sentiments that Cassie said, and then on top of that gave details of the freak-offs. And in Cassie's court filing, it specifically says that he hired male sex workers to have sex with her while he masturbated and recorded it. Little Rob said the same thing. So with that being said, now they really got a case against him. But that's nothing new. It's been circulating for a very long time that these freak-offs have been going on. I said this in my last video. If we're being honest, Diddy should have been apprehended a long time ago. Because there's even video footage, if I'm not mistaken, of Jamie Foxx at his freak-offs in a man's thong dancing. If I'm not mistaken, that's one of Diddy's parties. So this is known. And the details that they revealed, if you go read the court case, they said the freak-offs will last for days. He will call in and have nurses bring IV to help the people that participated in the freak-offs recuperate from the drug use and the wild sex. This is documented in the cases, in the court filings. So this shit's been happening for a very long time. It's just now that it's starting to come out, and a lot of people are speculating that this company that he was in bed with doing business with, this billion-dollar company, is the reason behind it, and that's not far off. Because this is not the first time people have been hearing about these freak-offs. He should have been in jail. And if you, like I've said before, if you watch Making the Band, you can just see his type of personality. That nigga's abusive. That nigga was mad abusive. You didn't need to really see the camera footage from the hotel where he was beating up on Cassie to realize that nigga was abusive. And now you're starting to see a lot of his former artists coming out saying like, yo, like this nigga, he's one of those deviants. He's a deviant. And Cat Williams said it best. He said 2024, a lot of the deviants are going to get exposed, and Diddy's getting exposed. Diddy is getting exposed. And it's wild because you can only imagine who else might come out of who else might get exposed out of this situation. But me personally, I don't think nobody's gonna get exposed. I think the people that are involved in these freak-offs and on those tapes, they're going to get approached, and they're going to be used in every sense of the word in order for them to remain free. If they don't play ball, they're gonna be in handcuffs with Diddy and with R. Kelly. That's what I think. Because if you really look at it, Diddy is literally the Epstein of hip hop, okay? And yes, Diddy had connections with politicians, everything like that. He held a city hall for Kamala in 2020. So he has political connections. He has political connections. That the whole voting campaign in the early 2000s, I forgot the slogan, but he has connections. He's been had connections. So they're gonna use these videos because, believe me, a whole lot of celebrities, a whole lot of people with money, a whole lot of people with connections attended his parties once upon a time. So they're gonna use those videos as blackmail on their behalf, because that's what he was using it for. He was using those videos as blackmail. So they're gonna run those. They're gonna run those videos. They're gonna see who's participated, and they're gonna use those people for their own selfish gain. And when I mean those people, when I mean they, I'm talking about the establishment, the people with the money, the real people that run a whole lot of shit that's going on right now. Because like this story came at, or his apprehension came at the perfect timing, right after Trump's assassination. Not only that, people started looking more into the Epstein shit and how Epstein passed away, and the fact that they're trying to sit there and say that it was he unalived himself. But in all actuality, I don't believe that was the case. I felt like he got. They set him up. Even with the whole Ukraine thing and them laundering money through the Ukraine, with the fact that we got a nuclear war right on the cusp of a nuclear war. We're right on the cusp of a nuclear war. Like, they're using this Diddy story to distract people. And I'm not gonna lie, the jokes are funny. They're hella funny. But it's a distraction. It's definitely a distraction. And you can't tell me otherwise, dude. Like, they're trying to distract us from the fact that they're intentionally trying to devalue the dollar. They're intentionally trying to devalue the dollar. That's why I'm like, yo, this story came at the perfect time, because all of a sudden, people talking about the migrant crisis, people sitting there talking about how they don't want to vote for neither party, nor not Donald Trump nor Kamala. So like, this story came at the perfect time. I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe my tinfoil do-rag is a little too tight today. I don't know. But it's strange behavior, bro. It's real strange behavior. Real strange behavior. And I'm looking forward to see who goes down with the ship. Will it be Meek Mill? He might want to pack his purse because he might be one of them. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Rick Ross was real cozy with Diddy. Nobody knows who's gonna go down with the ship. You feel me? But as soon as he walk up in that bitch, I guarantee you, he gonna hit the shower, he gonna slam that soap on the ground, and he gonna be ready to get freaky, because I feel like he's gonna be real comfortable. He gonna feel right at home once he walk up in there. He's gonna feel right at home. And like I said before, he should have been apprehended for this. We should have known he was a deviant by the way he was yelling at his first group from Make It a Man and made they asses walk and go get that cheesecake. We should have been known this nigga was nutso. We should have been known. But we don't pay attention to shit until it hits the fan. That's just us as a community. But besides that, make sure you comment below, like, subscribe, share. I don't have nothing else, man. Have a blessed day.